So I got sent a message from a friend of mine, Abel, who I used to work with, and he'll send me random topics now and again. He's like, I think you should talk about this one. And then the weird topic that he sent me was screen ratios. So I'm like, I don't even know how I could put that into a topic. And then I watched my Oppenheimer Blu-ray, and I'm like, fucking Christopher Nolan with his ratio jumping.
Right. Yep.
I hate that. I don't, and he's done it since at least The Dark Knight Rises. I think the Blu-rays have done that. Every single one, and nobody ever notices it the first time they watch it on the Blu-ray, though. Yeah. But then when you notice it, and then you go back and watch it again, you're like, it's just like black bars, no black bars, black bars. No, pick a ratio for God's sake.
What was the movie that was in the movie theater, and it was ultra wide, and then whoever the director was just like, you know what? We're missing too much. We're going to do this 16:9 and include everything that was missed in the top and the bottom for, the video release. And, I mean, like, I don't know that I would have, I don't know what I missed, but I guess it's better. I don't know, man. Yeah.
Why isn't there like a standard ratio though? Because there seems to be, I don't know, at one point there used to be like 4.3, which was TV shape, and then 16.9, and that was your cinema. And then James Cameron came out with Aliens and screwed the whole thing up by it's like 2.351 or whatever it was. And then Zack Snyder's Justice League comes out and it's like, ta-da, square.
It's Instagram in black and white.
Isn't it? And then Saltburn, which is a film from last year, which is really good. If you've not seen Saltburn.
Is it really?
It's really good.
I saw that. I thought that was the horror movie that where the lady looks up at the light and gets a shard of glass in her eyeball itself.
No.
And she's sitting there going like this. Where it's the little kid that has superpowers. Like, what if Superman was evil?
That's Brightburn.
Ah, see, I was close.
There you go. Yeah, but Saltburn comes out last year. Square.
Yeah.
Why?
Really?
It's very strange.
I think some of that is personal preference, however you want to try to frame it. If it's, I think pretty much all the old movies when they were shot, they were more square. And then film decided we're going to expand, and TVs decided, okay, now we're going to expand. And then videos decided, you know what, we're going to expand even further. There's going to be black bars at the top and bottom now. But I don't know. I mean, I guess as long as it's in front of me versus, I remember going to the Triple D, whatever, it's supposed to be bigger than IMAX, and watching one of the Fast and Furious movies. And dude, I needed a massage once I was done, because I was like, wow, man, and I was right in the middle of the theater. Michelle and I were both just like, we're going to enjoy this. Really? Man, wait. Oh,
like watching tennis.
It is. See, I would rather watch ping pong than tennis. Because it's in my field of vision. I can, relax now.
So if you're shooting a film next week, what's your preference for ratios? How do you decide what you're going to shoot? Me, I'd just go, what does that camera do? Right, that's the one. That's the camera I'm using. Therefore, that's what I'm shooting in. But that's me.
And at this point, Neil's clinching. He's like, whoa, wait a minute, you guys, wait.
Yeah,
because
probably.
You both have nice cameras. What? Yeah, but I would shoot it in 6K, and I guess it's 16:9, unless there's an extra setting, which I've started going through the library of settings on the camera that Neil sold me. And here's something funny. So I'm sitting there going through it, pressing a button, flipping a dial, and I'm like, oh my God, dude, how many levels do I have to go through? Turns out it's a touch screen.
Yeah.
But I didn't know it, right? So anyway, and that was just by happenstance. I fat thumbed it, and I was like, boop, and I was like, it's a miracle, and made the changes really fast, and just hopped around. So yeah.
The first question I asked Neil when I got that camera was, how do I put it on auto? I could just see the happiness drain from his face as I'm like, how do I want to switch it on, press record, and capture what I'm looking at. That's all I need to do.
Yep. I'm with you, man. It's the project that I've been color correcting is not my own. And for whatever reason, they shot some of it without any LUTs at all. So it's at least clear. They can't frame all the time, and sometimes they decide they're just going to bump the camera. So anyway, but I digress. I'm sorry, I'm complaining. But anyway, but I mean, so some of the color is already pretty much there. I just have to tweak it a little to make sure that, you know, the Panasonic camera matches the Canon camera, matches the whatever the other camera was. But anyway, but then one day they decided they were going to shoot with some unknown LUTs, which makes everything look hazy, kind of like old sepia tone, you know. And so I'm having to color correct that. And then come to find out, they decided they were going to shoot both ways this one scene. I'm like, you guys jackasses, why are you doing this to me?